All right. So let me give you my spoiler-free review on this Deadpool Wolverine movie, right? Now, let me make it clear that I'm a huge Wolverine fan. Wolverine is my favorite cartoon character of all time, right next to Batman. So whenever they do a Wolverine or Batman movie, cartoon, comic, toy, game, whatever, I'm a stickler. I go crazy. I be like, nah, son, you gotta do it right. So spoiler free, I'll say this about the movie. And maybe a lot of people can understand when I say this. As a Deadpool movie, as a standalone Deadpool movie, I give it an 8 to 8.5. I could go as far as saying it was fire. As a Deadpool movie. As a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, I gotta give it a 6. I'm gonna say a few things that's spoiler free, but some people might not want to know. But it's spoiler free. It's an opinionated review. I'm not gonna spoil none of the cameos or what happened or nothing like that. First, I want to talk about what messed up the whole movie for me. Was Wolverine's mask. Man. Aside from waiting like about a decade to see him put on the suit, which the suit to me still isn't comic accurate, but there is something in the movie that's very comic accurate when it comes to suits. For like a nanosecond. When he finally puts on the mask, I remember telling a friend of mine, I need Wolverine to put on the mask how he puts on the mask in the comic books. You know, he reaches back and he goes like this, and then he stretches it over his face and he lets it go. I knew they wasn't going to do that, but I was hoping they did. So when he finally reaches back to get the mask, and this is not a spoiler because everybody knows he wears the mask in this movie. When he finally, emphasis on the word finally, reaches back to get the mask, and he's pulling it out from underneath like a hoodie, I was like, oh my God, I was going to explode in the theater after I already been like, this movie's not the greatest in the world. It's a great Deadpool movie. It's a great Deadpool movie. But as far as the Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, it's a different story. But when he finally reached over and grabbed that mask and reached over and put it on, and he let it go, he didn't stretch it. But when he did reach over and put it on, though, I was happy about that. When he put it on, yo, first, let me say this. Props to all the cosplayers out there. Props to all of you. And the graphics designers, too. Because I've seen so many cosplayers, so many graphics designers that have made that mask look amazing. In graphics and in real life. Amazing. Perfect. That when he put on this MFing mask in the movie, one, the color wasn't the color it was supposed to be. I'm not going to spoil nothing. I'm just saying the color to me, in my opinion, wasn't the color it was supposed to be. 2, I've seen people on Instagram cosplay and all that do way amazing things with this mask. And 3, when the mask finally came on, it looked like a cartoon. Like it just didn't look right. I was like, hold on, man. They said that Kevin Feige basically gave them a blank check for this. So I was really upset. Cameos, I'm not going to spoil the cameos. I'm not going to say who was there and who wasn't. Emphasis on who wasn't. Man, who wasn't there? Like, and I don't mean that like there were so many. I mean it like, yo, where they at? Why wasn't this person there? Why wasn't that person there? Why wasn't A, B, C, D? Oh my God, there's so many people that I was like, what? But there was one cameo that blew me away. Blew me the F away. Basically, it was the best cameo in the movie, alongside somebody else, and they had the best action scene in the movie. Man, it was fire. It was amazing to see these particular people gracing the screen alongside Deadpool and Wolverine. Like I said earlier, as a Deadpool movie, it was fire. 8.5. Fire. As a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, they still at a low point. Like, Marvel, I don't know what's going on. Call me, Marvel. I could act in one of your movies. We could bring it back up. Or I could direct one, write one, something. But after Endgame and Spider-Man No Way Home, they just can't seem to get it back, right? I love Marvel so much that I want them to get it back. You know what I mean? I want them to get it back. But they just... But anyway, this movie ain't the movie saving Marvel. And it shouldn't be. This is not a movie that should do it. Marvel needs to have a movie. I feel like this is still a Fox movie that was dope to be on the Marvel platform. It's definitely not the Marvel Jesus, as they say. It's definitely not that. It's an amazing movie for the Fox universe. Like, if the Fox universe was still alive, amazing movie. Marvel universe movie? To me, it was nice. Could have done so much more. But I don't want to spoil nothing, so I can't go into why I'm saying this. But if you're a Marvel fanatic like me, I've been reading comics. You see the grays on my face? And on my hair? I've been reading comics way before these grays came. And I love Wolverine, I love Deadpool, and I love Marvel. So I'm real anal when it comes to these movies. It's like Batman. I still don't feel like the correct Batman movie exists. I feel like Ben Affleck was going to give it to us, but they didn't. So I take it real anal. I'm a stickler. I chop them up. I'm always going like, man, they should have done this. They should have done that. And what they did do right, they did it for like a nanosecond. Man, F it, man. Just let me know when you watch the movie. Comment below if I'm tripping. Comment below if you understand what I mean. And comment below what you thought when you watched the movie. And what was not in the movie that you was hoping to see. I think that's the biggest problem. Remember Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? The Multiverse of Madness, meaning it's madness in the multiverse. But we saw no madness. We saw no madness. The madness was that there was no madness. It was like that to me. Like, what? But better than that. Way better than that movie. Way better than that movie. All in all, as a Deadpool movie, amazing. Not perfect, but amazing. As a Marvel movie, we still got a lot of catching up to do. Overall, I enjoyed the movie, even though I sound like I didn't. It's because I'm chopping it up because I take Wolverine so much to the heart. Everybody did great. Everybody did great. But we didn't do legendary.